something that we all do and we as a society do that is so important that we stop doing is generalizing. Generalizing people, experiences, situations, and groups. I completely get it. I get it. It comes from a place of mistrust, of trauma, of security. And when it comes to generalizing, it's really dangerous because when you make an assumption, you would not like if someone put you in a box and put words in your mouth. But for some reason, we do that for everybody else, based on stereotype, based on a look, based on what we think, and based on what we feel. Sometimes we can have a judgment, right? An opinion. But knowing when to catch that and knowing not to project that onto somebody as a truth and speak on it like it's a truth, generalizing is so important because this does a lot more damage than we think. Perfect to what's going on right now. Generalization of all liberals, all Republicans, all conservatives. When you talk like that, when you talk in a way where it's a definitive proof, it just keeps a narrative going that is really sneaky and dangerous. And let's take it out of a collective view for a second. In your personal life, when you generalize and you are scared of everybody outside of you because of this projection that you have, you're gonna miss out on so many important conversations, opportunities, and connections. But the reason it's important to at least add a word that says some, whatever, is because when you start to spread shit like that and people read that, especially if they have some sort of prejudice, right? They see that and look at every liberal, look at every conservative, look at anything and just think, this is how you are. This is what you really think. I know that all of you are like this. You guys all share one mentality. But if you don't like that people do that towards you, you don't have the right to do that to everybody else. And I know we all do it. I do it sometimes and it's sneaky. It is so sneaky. I know, especially if you're someone that has a platform, especially if you're someone that people listen to what you say. When you start to generalize, people start to implement that into their mind as the ultimate truth. Generalizing is so dangerous because it keeps you from getting to know people who they truly are, and it keeps you from seeing the clear picture that people are not supposed to be placed in a box and in categories, because none of us are just one thing. Be mindful of how you look at people. Be mindful of how you talk about groups of people, because if you don't think that that starts to affect the narrative that is already going around the world that is very damaging and keeping everybody separated, it is one of the most dangerous things that you could do.